It was all cruising and joy in the beginning. But today, it is getting dirtier and dirtier.
He wants me to suffer because he cheated on me, asked for me to have threesomes with him, and I refused. So I'm suffering because I said no to a threesome as a married woman. He would tell me that my private parts are old and that is why he is sleeping with young girls. But for me to date somebody else now, it hurt him.
We reported in August last year of the divorce of Prophetess Nam Dinayen and her husband, Apostle JP. What was calm and unnoticed has suddenly sprung to life with accusations and counter-accusations from the Eastern Cape-born Nam Dinayen and the Cameroonian Apostle JP.
The emotional abuse, the breakdown, being told that I'm fat, I'm not good looking anymore, and since I've had a baby, I'm not good looking anymore. I've left myself. The emotional abuse, I couldn't sit there and take that anymore. If I had cheated on my husband, why is it that throughout last year, he spent time apologizing to me? If somebody has cheated on you, you are not going to be the one that apologizes, right? But I will applaud because they want us to get dirty and be messy. And
Prophetess Nam accused her husband of infidelity via 4-year marriage.
There was a lot of unfaithfulness on my husband's part. And I decided I'm not going to stand for it. I'm going to leave. And when I decided that I was going to leave, and with my baby, they gathered in the office and said they are forming a committee that was going to break me. They took girls that were there at the beginning of my marriage in the church who initially were dating my husband before I got to the church. They brought them back to the church so that they could fight me. I was supposed to stay in that marriage and do what? Accept all the other women and everything that was happening. I was supposed to accept it. I was supposed to sit and accept it. I prayed about it. It didn't change. It didn't change. I was the perfect good wife sitting there and taking it. It didn't change. But I was not going to sit there any long.
She broke into uncontrollable tears as she recounted some of the gory scenes she had endured with all the hurt and pain she had gone through in their 4-year marriage.
A calling is not being a celebrity. So since they're looking for fame, let them be famous. I'm only doing this because I need to free myself because I've been quiet for so long. That church and my ex-husband have put me through hell.
She claimed that her husband, who she met when he had absolutely nothing, and her pastors had orchestrated her fall in ministry.
After years of making him rich, go check his Facebook and see if before me he ever had a cent. I found him with nothing. He's rich. Left me with 2,500 as maintenance for the child. Called one of his pastors for them to sell my car, and they did. So when they saw me back preaching, they were irritated. The first thing that they did was to try and cancel my revivals, and his ex-girlfriends, they would go and try and cancel my revivals, and that didn't work.
Prophetess Nam said she had never had an affair with her protocol, as is being purported by the Cameroonian cleric.
I have never, ever cheated on my husband, ever. While he was my husband, I adored him. I loved him with everything that was within me, and I loved my marriage. I didn't even look at men. Even when he stopped me from taking invites, I didn't even take invites from men to go and preach, because I didn't want him to feel insecure about me going to preach. He knows that every day he goes to bed, he can create whatever and say whatever. For cheating, I have never, ever cheated on my husband.
She said she would never wish any woman to go through such silence she has been made to go through in their marriage.
Divorce is painful. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, and that's why I talk about it and strengthen other women. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I even encourage couples not to ever divorce because it's painful. I hope other women through this life will learn to come out of it. I wish I'd spoken sooner, but it's not easy, guys. Like, it's not easy to speak up. They are counting on our silence because they tell you keep quiet. Everyone is counting on our silence.